Hello, Kevin Ash with Culture Rogue. Starting off where we left off in our last time on the Bitesize series was where we began to isolate what we want to improve, what we're missing out of our lives, what are our desires, what comes next in the grand scheme of things. So we start with what we've accepted as being our best. This is pretty much our daily routines, our life as it stands. This is our ground zero. These are our minimums, or the things that we've accepted as our minimums. We go through life, we do A, B, C, D, rinse, repeat. You get up, you go to work, come home from work, go to sleep. You do your work time, you set some time aside for hobbies, friends, family, what have you. This is your minimum. This is your ground zero. This is the foundation from where you can springboard off of and onto bigger things. So once you are able to analyze your life and say, like, this is what my baseline looks like, then you can begin building upon it. And for a lot of people, some of their routines are extremely happy, extremely fulfilling. They have a lot of things that they want, or career they want, so forth, so on. But not everybody has that. And that's the big thing, is defining what's the next thing in life that can make you happy. And then when you start lining that up with your desires, the things that you missed out on doing or set aside, then you can begin cultivating a strategy that's going to move you forward onto your next step. If you're not doing the most to reach your desires and to make them into real tangible things, you'll always miss out on them. So you've set your minimum, or society has set a minimum for you. It's a comfortable place. You can get stuck in a routine so much, and it's so comforting to come home and think that everything's done and keep just doing the same thing over and over and over again. But you'll fail to grow at that point. It's a safe and boring existence. You've settled into this position. You've settled at your zero. At one point in time, this may not have been a zero for you. It may have been like, I have to do this to get there. But once you got to that mountaintop, you stopped and you said, this is good enough. Well, there's other mountains ahead, and there's so much more to life than just reaching one goal and settling for it. And for some, that's enough. They achieve a few objectives, or maybe not any, and they just hold up shop right there. But when you acknowledge this and you realize what your minimums are, you can begin setting a value to yourself, or maybe even some of the values that you've accepted in your life. You can take that and you can use that to build up upon it. There's no reason to accept where you're at as like your final destination. You can embrace this. You can take this as a wake-up call and use it to build momentum onto the next thing. And you can build on anything. If it's not your job, then maybe it's your health. If it's not your health, then maybe it's your love life. Or if it's not either one of those, maybe it's your lifestyle, or how healthy you are, or your physical health, or your mental health. Finding things that are in your life that you can improve on. Everybody can improve upon something, and that's one of the things that set me out on this journey myself, was I wanted to improve upon my life more. And there's all kinds of benefits to this basic evaluation. So we go through this process. We've identified this is our life as phase one, and we set that as our foundation. Then we begin to analyze what we want next, and then we need to analyze after that the things that are inhibiting us from getting there. So those big three key pieces into beginning the next steps and beginning the progress and unleashing more of like your awesome potential that you have within you, the things that are waiting for you to be done. And like I've said, there's all kinds of benefits to just choosing to improve, choosing to take that next step, choosing to find the next thing that makes you happy to moving forward. It's about all the time that I have for this short this evening. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to watch. If you go give my YouTube channel a subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you like my Facebook for more updates and more motivation and inspiration. And I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you have a good night.